From the Wood County Fairgrounds in Bowling Green, Ohio, it's the 20th anniversary running of the Red Man National Championships, sanctioned by the National Tractor Pullers Association and hosted by the Northwestern Ohio Tractor Pullers. In a moment, the cream of the Grand National Circuit. 2- and 4-wheel drive trucks doing the impossible. Then those awesome, earth-shaking, modified monsters, along with glimpses of the Pro Stock, Super Stock, and those roaring mini classes. Every one a contender for a share of a record $103,000 purse. Today, tractor pulling has become one of the hottest, fastest-growing motorsports in the United States and Canada. It's an all-out contest of raw, brute horsepower in numbers you've never dreamed of. We'll be back in a moment with the inside story on tractor pulling and our first event. How did tractor pulling get started? It no doubt began with a challenge. Who had the strongest tractor in the county? Who one that could pull a heavily weighted sled the farthest? Organized tractor pulls began to spring up at county fairs in the Midwest just after World War II, and a uniquely American motorsport was born. Yes, a lot of it's based on pure horsepower. 9,000 horsepower on one vehicle is common in the modified class, but driver skill wins the most pulls. In every championship tractor pull, 5 basic types of vehicles compete in several weight classes each, by simply adding or subtracting ballast, just as farmers do when they weight a tractor to handle different working conditions. Over on the South Track, the final runoff of the 6,200-pound 4-wheel drive truck class is already going to it. 4-wheel drive trucks are the only pulling vehicles allowed to have more than 2 wheels under power. Turbo and superchargers are not permitted in this class. Now it's the Jaske Meister Brau team from New Berlin, Wisconsin, with Bud Jaske hooking up. Real pro pullers, these Jaskes, as Bud's son Steve has really been hauling it in the modified tractor division this weekend at Bowling Green. And here's Bud Jaske with 275 feet 9 inches. He's got to be right up there.
Now check out this truck. Check out the teddy bear in the front seat.
The Three Bears pulling team. That's what it says on Bob Smith's 82 Chevy from Winchester, Virginia. Yep, if you could see into the cab, you'd see a great big stuffed teddy bear riding with Bob. Is it for good luck or what? 276 feet 10 inches here in the finals for Bob Smith. And now, to round off the finals of the 6,200-pound 4-wheel drive truck, Scott Johnson, who's come all the way from Perry, Oklahoma with his wife and little daughter. Scott Johnson wins with a pull of 282 feet 5 inches. He came a long way to reach the top of his class here at Bowling Green. He's got a lot to tell him back in Oklahoma.
Johnson with an 86 Chevrolet.
And here's how it all came out in the Red Man 6,200 4-wheel drive class. Scott Johnson, Bob Smith, Bud Jaske, Howard Lewis, and Glenn Davis. We'll be right back for the Red Man 9,000 modified tractors. You won't believe what's coming up. Ones everybody waits for, the 9,200-pound modifieds. Every one a mechanical work of art. Every one a fire-breathing tower of power. First up, Bruce Hutcherson, a grain and hog farmer from Patriot, Indiana, on the Makin Bacon Special with 5 524 cubic inch V8 Rodeck engines. Bruce won 3 national championships in 1981. He is pumped up today. A full pull for Hutcherson, and he pulled it way out. Now, the Virginia Farmer. 3 481 Rodeck engines driven by John Carlton. Oh, bad luck. Looks like something snapped in the drivetrain. Those rear wheels are locked. It looks like John's out for the day, unless he can get in there and fix whatever broke. Have you ever seen or heard 8,000 horsepower all at once? That's what Tim Engler has on Mission Impossible there, hooking up now. Five 1,600 horsepower Arius V8s. Listen to them. Full pull for Tim Engler on Mission Impossible. Tim was last season's Puller of the Year. He's a tool and die maker. Okay, here comes a real crowd pleaser wherever he shows up. Art Arfone from Akron, Ohio in the Green Monster. One of his wildest creations.
The big turbines, the General Electric T58 turbine of none other than
2 Westinghouse T64 helicopter turbine engines that are started by a 1,000cc Kawasaki motorcycle engine. This is no exhibition bull, folks. Art's dead serious today. Well, that wasn't too bad. Here comes the measurement. 284 feet, 11 inches for Art Arfone. But, according to the rules, he won't make the pull-off. Next up, from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, Steve Jaske and the Meister Brau Blazing Bison. 558 cubic inch Arius engines. What a beauty it is. Steve drives the big modifieds. His dad, Bud, pulls in the team's four-wheel drive truck. Well, Steve came up just 1 foot short of a full pull with 299 feet even. Up next, a big favorite with folks who like old airplane engines, the General. Up front, 3 World War II V-12 Allison fighter plane engines. Antiques. Let's see if that 5-star General can fly. A full pull for General. That makes it 3 in the pull-off now. Hoo-wee! Watch out, folks. Here comes a master competitor, Dave Banter on the Banter Brothers Brown. 6, count 'em, 6 supercharged 490 cubic inch Chevys. Oh boy, what a monster Dave and his brother Ralph brought to Bowling Green. The Banter brothers have taken 16 Grand National Championships, more than any other competitor. for Dave Banter of Fontaine, Indiana. That makes 4 for the pull-off.
Well, what'd you think of that one, Dave?
Oh, that was a good run. That's what I've been waiting on. Puts me in the competition now, and I got a shot to run with him now.
What was right about it, besides the fact that you full pulled?
Well, I didn't have to fight it going down the track. If you remember when I run to Orange, when I was all over the track, I was able to find a spot through there where I didn't have to fight it as bad. So that put me up some distance.
Think you can hold that?
Well, we're going to go into the pull-off right now. I got a pretty good chance of running with him, I think.
Currently in number 2 spot, we have Charlie Ross.
For the Redman 9000 modified pull-off, Tim Engler, Todd Stone, Bruce Hutcherson, and Dave Banter. First in a 4-way pull-off, it's Tim Engler and Mission Impossible. Look at the frame twisting under at least 8,000 horsepower. There it is, 280 feet 2 inches for Tim Engler. Next in the pull-off, 5-star General. 1,500 horsepower from each of those 3 40-year-old fighter plane engines. Wonder if the Allison folks dreamed their pride and joy would be in a pull-off. He's moving right out. Oh, trouble! Oil on the track. The General's blown an engine. That's an alcohol fire. Could be dangerous. Okay, looks like it went out on its own. Boy, when you blow one of those engines. Well, maybe the worst damage is hopes of adding points to his run at NTPA Rookie of the Year. Let's look at that blow-up again with our isolated camera. Wow, that's not antifreeze. Motor oil turns green when mixed with the alcohol fuel nearly everyone uses in the big modifieds. Now, it's Bruce Hutcherson's turn with his Makin. It's a powerhouse. Let her rip, Bruce. Makin made it for a full pull. But will it be the winner? Here comes Dave Banter, the final puller with those 6 big Chevys out in front. Here's championship form.